I do all this before? This is Somnia Castle. Don't you know? We can't go allowing any old riffraff to drift in and out. Why don't you go and make a nuisance of yourself somewhere else? Oh, what? It's not good. With the king incapacitated, Chancellor Keating couldn't wait to get his hands on the levers of power. I feel a terrible foreboding. The very survival of the kingdom of Somnia hangs in the balance. Huh? Who's that? Come closer. Say, there's something remarkably familiar about you. My mind's not as sharp as it once was, but I sense that we've met before. Perhaps I'm just rambling. His best days may be behind him, but in his youth my husband was a strapping castle guard. He used to play with the young prince every day. Oh, it was a more innocent age. The king had just returned from bravely battling monsters when he was cruelly struck down. He fell into a deep slumber along with his queen, and the two of them were lost to the world. Who knows when they will awaken? Oh, the kingdom is a sadder, colder place without their smiling faces. Clambering down a well to get to another world. I've never heard such nonsense in my entire life. I know we're at war with Mordor's forces, but who ends up paying for everything? The taxpayer, that's who. We're being squeezed dry, I tell you. Now they want another 50 gold coins out of each of us. honestly. When our king and queen were healthy, we were never taxed like this. Something is seriously awry. I take it you're familiar with Murder the Dread Fiend and his dark deeds. Yep, of course you are. Only an ignoramus wouldn't be. Now let me outline a humble theory of my own. I don't believe our king and queen are really ill. No, I believe they've been cursed by Murder. There's no stopping him. Who knows who is next? Victim could be you, or even me. My dad says Chancellor Keating is a grasping, power-hungry leech, but he also told me never to repeat that. Whoops. Rumours of a strange sickness abound, but none of us know what the matter with our king and queen is. No official announcement ever comes from the castle, of course. The common man is left in ignorance as usual. Hang on, Romeo is playing tricks on me, but you can't be him. Okay. What's that? You say your name's Snow? Well, if you say so. But you really do look a heck of a lot like our prince. I only got a chance to see him in the flesh once, but to be sure he looked just like you. Seriously, you must be pulling my leg. You're really the Prince of Somnia, aren't you? Nope. Still, let me tell you, there are plenty of folks here who'd take you for the prince. If you were just decked out in some fancier gear, you'd have everyone fooled. Right. Who's that? Come closer, I say. There's something remarkably familiar about you. Nah, still saying that. My liege, can this be true? Tell me, do my eyes deceive me? Is it really you? Are you the Prince of Somnia? Sure. My liege, it is you. Oh, we have waited so long for your return. Welcome back to your home. This is truly a day for rejoicing. Can it be? My liege, you have returned. You still remember me, I take it? Your trusty Captain Rusty? I always knew you would return, despite all the rumours that you had met a grisly end. You must let everyone in the castle know that you are back. Oh, what joy! Who are you, mister? The prince? Really? Really? We used to play together all the time, didn't we? Princey Wincy. You remember, don't you? But there's something different about you. I don't think you're my Princey Wincy at all. You can't fool me. Smart kid. I've spent months poring over these dusty tomes, looking for ancient techniques to awaken people, but I found nothing that will shake the king and queen from their slumber. So you finally decided to return, have you? Everyone here has been worried sick, you know. I'd give anything to see the look on Chancellor Keating's face when he finds out you're back. So the rumours sweeping the castle are true for once. It really is you. It looks like all that adventuring has toughened you up. My liege, please forgive me. I have express orders from Chancellor Keating not to allow anyone to pass, no matter their status. I'm sure Chancellor Keating did not foresee your return, but still, orders are orders. I'm certain that the Chancellor will soon return. Until then, I must follow orders. What in the name of the goddess are you whittering on about, man? Captain Rusty! The prince is free to roam wherever he pleases, without being impeded by a mere underling. But Chancellor Keating told me. And if Chancellor Keating told you to eat a slime, I suppose you'd do that too. I'll assume full responsibility for this. You are free to proceed, my liege. Your parents are upstairs. The kingdom was due a bit of luck, and it looks like today our fortunes finally started to change. Smelling salts made from slime goo, incense brewed from Hackosaurus scales. But nothing works. I'm at my wit's end. There must be some way to revive the king and queen. It's you! You have returned. Oh, how I have awaited this day. And with the prince back on the scene, Chancellor Keating won't be able to... No, ignore me. I'm just jabbering away. Complete nonsense, of course. The king appears to be sleeping deeply. His breathing is soft and steady. And the queen is doing the same. The mirror. If only we had the mirror. My heart breaks to see them unable to awake, trapped in the deepest slumber. The king is silent, but the queen often mumbles in her sleep. Did you happen to hear her words? Yep. She seems anxious to acquire a mirror. Only our elegant queen could be concerned about her appearance, even as she sleeps. Chancellor Keating! My liege, Chancellor Keating has returned. So you have returned. The news was somewhat unexpected, I must confess. Of course I'm overjoyed. It has been a terrible burden to govern the kingdom in your absence. But allow me to gaze at your princely visage. Forgive me, but is there not something amiss here? What do you mean? What could be amiss? This is undoubtedly the prince of our fair kingdom. Captain, I don't doubt your sincere conviction, but listen to this interesting tidbit I heard just now. A certain shabbily dressed young man is said to have purchased a suit of noble garb earlier on today. But surely you're not saying that this is an impostor? I sincerely want to believe this is the real prince, but we can't afford to take no chances. But allow me to pose one simple question to prove whether or not this is the prince. If you are indeed the prince of the realm, then this little teaser should not present the slightest problem. Are you perhaps aware the prince had a cherished sister who died tragically young? Tell me, prince, what was that sister's name? I suppose there's no correct answer to this. But... My liege! Everyone heard that, I trust. It is clear that this is not the prince of this or any other realm. Only an impostor would have failed to recognize the name of the prince's dear, departed sister. Captain Rusty, I hold you personally responsible for this unforgivable breach of castle security. Guards, seize these feeble frauds at once. Yes, sir. And don't come back. Well, that certainly wasn't the finest moment in my merchant's career. I thought I'd flog some of the fabled water from the town of Armor. It's meant to cure anything. I was sure it would do the trick and have the king and queen up and about in no time, but no chance, not a chance. What's that? You want to know where the town of Armor is? Yep. Just head northwest from here and go right around. Then point yourself southeast and keep walking. In any case, it was strange to hear the queen muttering about a mirror. Maybe if someone were to bring her the mirror key they were talking about in Amor, she might wake up. I wonder. Where was it again? Now this is water. It is nice finally to, how you say, wet my whistle. At my age I probably should avoid the dangerous journeys like this. What's that you say? Where am I going? Let us just say that I'm searching for the misplaced dream and leave it at that. But as you can see, this is just a boring old cave. Nothing here. Am I wrong? If that is all, then I shall be bidding you the good day. Farewell. Ah, I see. You are visitors to Amor. Well, I'm afraid that our church is currently being cleaned. I dare say it won't take long. I suggest that you go about your other business before returning. For now, would you permit me to... Yeah, no. For now, the waters of Amor are unclear, but I live in fear of the day the dread fiend descends upon us. His sole desire seems to be to destroy all beauty and taint all purity. When I was a wee nipper, I heard about a pair of love-struck bandits who came here in search of spoils to plunder. They ventured into the northern cave, hunting for treasure, but one of them never returned. I can't begin to imagine what they encountered in that cave. All I know is that the bandit who did return put her thieving ways behind her and settled in Amor. I speak of Evgenia, the old woman who does odd jobs in the church. Now there's a woman with a past. Ah, more tourists. Just what we need. Anyway, I suppose that cave to the north is in your guidebook. Yep. What won't be in your guidebook is the story of the mirror key that was once hidden in that cave. An earthquake some years ago brought down the cave's roof, sealing off whatever was inside it. I don't know if the story about the key is true, but it's too late to find out now. What's that? I'm afraid you'll have to speak up. The cave, you say? The roof collapsed years ago, so you won't get far going in there. What's that? You didn't ask me about that, you say? Forgive me. With the sound of that waterfall, I can barely hear myself think half of the time. Why, hello. Want to hear a riddle? Okay, here goes. When is a bar not a bar? When your husband makes you pretend you're working in a bar for some bizarre reason. A man truly needs to be happy. All a man truly needs to be happy is to be served a drink in his own home by his very own bunny gal. I'm in high spirits, as you can tell, so I'll share some ancient wisdom with you. There's an old proverb that the people of this town have known for generations. With mirror key in hand, objects in Moon Mirror Tower are closer than they appear. We grew up drinking Amor's water, so we're bursting with rude health. The water which furnishes this town with its main industry flows from deep within the North Cave. Once you could venture inside that cave, but about 20 years ago an earthquake sealed it forever. If my old man doesn't know it, then it isn't worth knowing. Oh dearie me, I'm worried sick about old Evgenia over at the church. She's plagued by terrible nightmares. Poor old dear. I wish I could do more for her. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm sharing this with a bunch of tourists. Don't mind me. Let me in the damn church. Welcome to Amor, home of the Amor Secco Essence, except no substitute. I take it you're here to sample our famed Amor Secco Essence, made from our peerlessly pure water? Sure, of course you are. But we're cheap imitations, only Amor Secco Essence hits the spot. Oh, fair lady seductra, will you ever be mine? My heart longs for you. You didn't hear that, did you? Yes, I did. The thing is, I fell head over heels in love, and now I can't focus on anything. When I heard that the water here can cure any sickness, I knew I had to give it a shot. But the truth is... there's no cure for the sickness called love. Oh, will I ever live without her? How will I ever live without her? All I can hope for is that I see her in my dreams. Oh no, not again. Look at the statue of me upside down again. Even that sweet amor secco hasn't managed to stop me tossing and turning in my sleep. Of all the monsters I've faced in my time, that old dragon working in the church is the fiercest. I just said I was looking for treasure, and she had a right go at me. Nearly bit me head off, she did. She seems to have some bee in her bonnet about treasure hunters. Hates them with a passion, she does. Talk to everyone, so let me in the damn church. You've come in high season. The tourists are out in force, so I'm afraid there's no room at the inn. I'm really sorry, but you should have made a reservation in advance. Better luck next time. Oh, there's a guy down here. The innkeeper told me that this inn only uses water drawn from its own well. Makes sense, I suppose. If they used Amor's water, the guests would be trying to hoard it up and take it home with them all the time. Tell me, who are you? What do you come here for? I have only bad dreams these days. I'm not in a mood to deal with the uninvited guests. Do you have business here? If no, you must go this instant. Weary travellers, I see you are seeking a refuge for the night. With the bountiful mercy of the goddess, I will do what I can to aid you. For if you cannot find solace and comfort here, where can you find it? If you speak to Avenger, who resides downstairs, I am sure she can come to your aid. God, name is annoying for some reason. Yeah, bad dreams. So, the priest is telling you that you are allowed to stay here. Who does he think he is? But I suppose I have no choice. Sleep then. I pray no nightmares will come. Huh? I didn't know anyone was sleeping in there. No one tells me nothing. Guess the pastor's at it again. He just can't rest putting people up for the night. Huh? Where'd the old lady go? Sorry, ain't no old ladies around this parish. Ew, what the heck is that? Same things. Okay. Could this be their fault, perhaps? An odd young couple came through town the other day. Ilya and Ivengia were their names. They were going on about some fabulous treasure squirreled away in the cave just north of here. They almost certainly visited that cave together. You don't think they could have somehow triggered this ecological disaster? If so, they'll pay dearly for it. That waterfall is the lifeblood of this town, but now it's just plain blood. The blood. I wash and I wash, but like paint is... Like paint it is. Like paint. Who is standing there? I am called Avenger. All has ended for me. All has ended. No treasure is hiding here. Just corpse. Ilya, my beloved. Was. I kill him. Me. I am swinging the sword and he... the sword and the blood. The blood. The blood. Right. Yikes! I never seen nothing scarier in my life. I thought I'd help myself to a little treasure, but instead I found a guy bleeding out on the ground. He was hurting something fierce, and then he got attacked by another monster. At this rate, he's gonna die. Someone's got to do something. Someone who ain't me. A bruised and bloody fighter is battling a monster. Jump in and offer relief? Yep. I am owing much gratitude to you. My life, it is yours. I am called Ilya, the Tempest. Big mistake I make here. I no fear admitting this. I open chest over there, and plop goes the monster. Or is it pop? Anyway, claw my face it does. Next thing I'm knowing, monster is charging Evgenia. Then she... Evgenia. That hot-tempered woman. She is thinking I am dead now, maybe. Hate to ask. Can you be carrying me to top? I'm needing the help back up. Yep. I'm apologizing for trouble, my friend. Wow, you hit him like a ton of bricks. That Ilya guy would have been resting in pieces if you didn't come along. Me too, I figure. Evgenia. Ilya? You still live? I thought my sword make you dead. And the blood. That is my Evgenia. Always with the leaping to conclusions. You think I am dying that easy? I had monster, how you say. Right where I am wanting it, yes? Thank goddess. Oh, thank goddess. Silly girl. There is no crying in treasure hunting. But I'm just... enough. Did you get it? The mirror key? Yes, here. That is my gal. You think I am being dead, but still you get job done. You get item. I was thinking that maybe it could be keepsake of our... don't be silly. What good is this sake-keeping? We need to be moving now. But first, one thing. I am owing you great debt. I look for key, and you help me find it. I need to give something. Yes, here, take. Farewell. Again we shall meet, perhaps. Now, finally, it is the time for Moon Mirror Tower. The key will be opening door. And opening path to legendary Mirror of Ra. Easy. Yes. Now off for us. Wait up, my Tempest. Oof. Froze a bit there. Howdy there. You look fit to fall over. You want to rest up a bit? Yep. Right then, sweet dreams. Nah, it is the uninvited guest once more. After you went to bed for the sleeping, you disappeared into the thin hair. But, wait one moment. You look exactly like people I see in my dream. Those painful dreams finally stopped visiting me. Last night my dream was different. In the dream he was alive, but in the reality he lost the life in that cave. I stayed in this town alone. But what is that you hold? That ring. In my young days, I had a ring just like this one. I gave it to someone, but who was it? My memory is not what it was. Truly, it is not the easy thing to grow old. I hope not to interrupt. I am seeking for the woman with the name of Avenger. Evgenia, my beloved, it is you. I cannot mistake those eyes. Who are you? What do you want with my eyes? Those wrinkles cannot hide your beauty. Evgenia, my little cyclone, are you not recalling? Has the gold coin not dropped yet? Do you still not know? It is I. It is your Ilya. Ilya? This must be trick. But Ilya lost the life. Could it be? Do you think I would be dead so easy? Not I. I'm searching for you so very long. Ilya. Evgenia. I never had the plan to come again to this town, but then the dream, it visits me. You saw the dream? It visit you too? Wait one moment. I get a feeling that this is necessary for you. Here, take it. It is the mirror key. I have no longer need for the, how you say, keepsake. The real Ilya, he comes back for me. I have a feeling that it was you who saved me from the painful dreams. I have the much gratitude for you. Please travel safely. With the mirror key, you can open door of the Moon Mirror Tower. If legend is true, Ra's mirror sleeps inside. It is treasure we once dreamt of putting our hands on. I remember route still. Go round northeast from Somnia Castle, and then face west direction. Easy, no? It's northeast and west. Oh wait, that's... Gee, you should have turned back when you had the chance. Now it's time to reflect on the error of your ways. Your journey ends here. Huh? You can see me? Yep. Finally, someone in this mad world can see me. It's like a dream come true. You'd think being invisible would be fun, but it's totally boring. Everyone ignores me, or worse, they try to walk through me. I couldn't even fix my hair. See my reflection in the mirror? There isn't one. What a pain. I came to this tower because I heard stories about Ra's mirror. It's here somewhere, right? I figured if anything's gonna solve my see-through situation, it's the mirror. But this isn't exactly the friendliest place in the world, is it? I'm at my wit's end here. Oh, but I shouldn't whine so much. I'm just happy to finally meet someone who can make eye contact. You're going up, right? How about we all go together? Guess the little ghost lady's inviting herself along. I Snow. You letting her join the team? Yep. Well, that's that, I guess. We cannot leave her here to fend for herself. We should travel together. Hey, wait a sec. I forgot to ask you something. If you folks can see me, then that means you must be just like me, right? But you don't seem to have any problems with your visibility. Come on, guys. Give a transparent girl a break. Tell me a secret. This stuff's freezing. What's the big idea? Hey, I'm not transparent anymore. All it took was a cold shower. Why'd I even bother looking for that mirror? Ah well, whatever works, right? Besides, I've got to meet you fine folks. Oh, how rude of me. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Ashlyn. I'd love to tell you more, but my name's the only thing I remember. Can you imagine being an invisible amnesiac? Ugh, I had so many questions and no one to ask. Anyway, since we're here, we might as well go check out that mirror together. Sounds good. Let's go. Hey, that's it. Ra's mirror. Wow, it's even prettier than I thought. Well, I'm glad I got to see it. I guess this is where we part ways. Only thing is, where am I supposed to go from here? You guys seem alright. You haven't tried anything funny anyway. I think I'll keep travelling with you for a while. Sound good? She sure is bossy. Now that I have room to talk. Not that I have room to talk. But what do you think, Snow? More the merrier, eh? Yeah. There you go. I knew you guys were alright. We're gonna be great friends. Trust me. Ahoy. Here it is, Snow. No doubt about it. This is the mirror the king told us about. What do you mean, which king? I'm talking about King Somnius from back in our world. The king and queen here just sleep all the time. They ain't sending us on any quests. It was our King Somnus who asked us to find this thing in the first place, right? Quit trying to confuse me. Welcome back, Snow. The crystal told Madame Luca that you would be coming, so she turned away all of today's customers. Hello again, my Millie. It's lovely to see you, Madame Luca. I see the flock has taken on a new little lamb. Ashlyn, yes? Hey, how'd you know that? Is it written on my face or something? There is no stumping Madame Luca. She is a dream seer. Knowing names is a piece of cake. Your journey goes well, yes? Sure. Say not a word. Madame Luca sees you acquired Ra's mirror. That must have been challenging. Of course it was. You don't need to see dreams to figure that out. Speaking of that, you're such a grand mystic. Why don't you tell us how to get the thing? Why didn't you tell us how to get the thing, eh? Your mouth is as big as ever, muscle man. Let's call it a night, yes? We can speak more tomorrow. You slept a deep and dreamy sleep, yes? The best kind. So let Madame Luca see, yes. You travelled between the two worlds in Amor, and you got your hands on Ra's mirror. You've been through a lot. It's time for Madame Luca to tell you the truth about this world. Your keen young mind's probably already worked it out, but the world you were in before was actually the world of dreams. This, on the other hand, is the real world. In the dream world, you were merely inhabiting the dreams of those living in this world. That is why no one was able to see you here in the real world. Well, no one apart from old Madame Luca, of course. So, is Madame Luca making sense to you? Yep. You catch on quickly, yes? You seem to have accepted your fate. Madame Luca was reluctant to explain the dream world before. Why burdened you with the fear of disappearing, yes? Dreams can end at any time, you see, and with them, you. That is why Madame Luca held her tongue. Now that you know the truth, Madame Luca will cast a spell on you, the best spell she knows. This spell will allow you to cross between the real world and the dream world any time you desire. Now please close your eyes. Yes. There, it is done. With your zoom spell, you can now fly between worlds at any time you like. Such a mighty spell takes much out of old Madame Luca. She feels so drained. Well, you'd best be off. Your world will just keep getting bigger now. Yes, yes. Ah, you're back, and in one piece no less. Captain Blade's been pacing the halls, waiting for your return. Carver, and snow too. So, did you find the mirror? Yep. You did? Amazing work, you two. Just brilliant. Finally, the last piece of the puzzle is in our grasp. Follow me, King Somnus awaits. Captain Blade just informed me of some news that seems too good to be true. Am I to understand that Ra's mirror has, at long last, come into our possession? Yes, this is a genuine object. From the bottom of my heart I thank you. With this mirror we can reveal Murdor's true colours and put an end to his tricks. Our nightmare's nearly over. We have a great advantage now. We must formulate a new plan. Your courageous cooperation in this plan would be most appreciated, Snow. Come to the conference room downstairs later tonight. I'll be expecting great things from you. Everyone else, get as much rest as you can. Our final battle is drawing near. Dismissed. Later that evening. Sure taking his time, ain't he? It's gonna be midnight before long. He may never sleep, but I do. Snow, could you head upstairs, please? I'll meet you there. Your Majesty, in the name of the goddess above, what has happened to you? Can you hear me? Are you hurt? Your Majesty, what is wrong? I don't understand this. He was fine and then this. Your Majesty, please speak to us. Thanks for coming, Snow. As you can see, the king has fallen ill. Now, you're absolutely positive that was Ra's mirror you brought to us, right? Yep. Well, regardless, it has done something to the king. The moment His Majesty peered into it, this happened. I can't even begin to fathom how the mirror could do this to him. Your Majesty, speak to me. What is wrong, Your Majesty? No. I am Somnus, leader of... What in the heavens? Why is the mirror sparkling like that? Your Majesty. By the goddess. Your Majesty, you're a woman? What devilry. Quick, get her into bed. The throne room fell silent. Those assembled thought it best to keep the king's metamorphosis a secret for now. Ah, Your Majesty, you're awake. How are you feeling, Your Majesty? Your Majesty, do you have any idea what's happened to you? You transformed into a woman. This is my true form, my friend. I'm not King Somnus. My name is Apanea. Apanea? Apanea. Where have I heard that name before? Chancellor, we must concentrate on King Somnus for now. Yes, of course. Please answer me this, my lady. If you are not our king, then what has happened to His Majesty? Or does this mean that our nation never had a king in the first place? Not at all, my Chancellor. I'm afraid the true king, Somnus, is in Murdor's clutches. Or perhaps Somnus is none other than Murdor himself. What? Speak sense, woman. Whatever gave you such an outlandish idea? I'm afraid I can't say. I just know it is the truth. I don't know why I know, but I know. Perhaps some past event in the real world flashed across the mirror and into my mind. I imagine this must be all very hard for you to understand. You inhabitants of this world. You believe me, don't you, Captain Rusty? Rusty? I'm sorry, madam, but my name is Blade, not Rusty. Though it's odd how the name Rusty reverberates within my mind. And you are Snow, right? Yep. You have certainly grown, Snow. Anyway, we must not let last night's events delay us in facing Mordor. This final confrontation will reveal everything, including how I became King Somnus in this world, I should add. Let us be off then. Well, this changes nothing. I had intended to order you to storm Murdor's keep before all this happened. We must continue with the attack. As for His Majesty, we'll tell everyone that he went with you to defeat Murdor. Still, isn't it strange how Ra's mirror seems at the center of everything? The king was obsessed with it. You find it, and then this happens. I hope your victory over Murdor yields some answers, Snow. Goddess speed to you. I haven't the foggiest idea what's going on here. Nevertheless, I cannot defy this woman. She just seems so regal. Murdor's keep is far to the southeast of here. Follow the eastern mountains south, cross the checkpoint, and continue further east. I heard the news. Goddess be with you, soldiers. Such savage wounds. What monstrous beast could have done this? Pardon me. I am an internant priest, as you can see. If I can be of service to you. Hold a moment. Our nemesis is a trickster. Though he may not appear in his true form, he is still Murder nonetheless. Do not be fooled by his traps. I would like you to carry your Ars mirror from now on. Keep it at the ready. Let us be off then. It's going to happen eventually, but still, it's annoying. Well, well, back to try and slay me again? How splendid. Normally, I relish such diversions, but right now destiny calls. I have a world to rule, you see. Your destiny calls too, you know. It is your fate to serve me. Now bow before the mighty Murder, or die. This is not my destiny. You think I am defeated. You don't know the meaning of true defeat. I'll teach it to you when next we meet. Until then, blah. Now, Snow, the mirror. Snow places Ra's mirror in front of Murder. Brought me a gift, have you? What? Somnus. Apnea? Oh, Apnea, my beloved. By the goddess, how in the world did I wind up in here? You were Murder, my dear. You played the role of the dread fiend in this world. What? Me? Murder? It sounds preposterous, yet I know it to be the truth. But why? How? My mind. Everything is just a blur right now. It's as if I'm still dreaming. Yes, that is it. I must be in the dream world. Yes, that would explain everything. Am I right, Apnea? Your companions, I suppose they are denizens of the dream world. Now I have a good look. That young fellow resembles our son, does he not? Uncanny. There you are. I feared for your safety, so I led a platoon of my own here to the Underkeep. Is this really Murder's lair? I see no sign of him anywhere. Well, if this isn't my faithful Captain Rusty, flying to my aid as usual. That name again. How many times do I have to say it? My name is... But, your Majesty? Indeed, I must apologize for all the trouble I have caused you. But this is no time for idle chit-chat. There is much work to do. Escort myself and my queen back to the castle at once. Yes, right away, your Majesty. I suppose both Apnea and I owe you all a great debt. You must visit us at our castle later. You will be richly rewarded. Why did I walk there? Charge fast. This is Somnia Castle. Oh, it's you. Come on in. Ah, finally, you're back. Do you know where Captain Blade is? No? What? He and that woman made the return trip ahead of you? Well, they certainly aren't here. Wait, there's more. Murder was King Somnus all along? Talk sense, will you? Are you serious? Yep. I do not understand a single word you're saying. Did you sustain a head injury in the battle? I only know one thing for sure. They aren't back yet. Perhaps they stopped at an inn or took a detour. All we can do is wait. You'd best rest here until they return. One look into Ra's mirror transformed the young King Somnus into a mysterious woman named Apnea. Another look turned the dark tyrant Murdor into a second, much older King Somnus. Where could they be, and what of Captain Blade, who they referred to as Rusty? His numerous questions unanswered, the Chancellor endured a long, sleepless night. Well, I'm officially on my last nerve. We've waited all night with no word whatsoever. I have no other option but to consider them all missing. I implore you, search for their party in my stead. We had best keep this situation secret from the rest of the castle for the time being. What's going on here, eh? Didn't the king say he had a reward waiting for us when we got back to the castle? Then he heads for the hills when we come to collect. You think he's playing us for suckers? Not really. Huh? I like you, Snow, but sometimes I just don't get you. You're too trusting and everything like that. You could get you in real trouble someday. Wait, that's it. I think I get what's going on. The king told us to come to his castle, remember? Well, I don't think he was jerking us around. He was talking about his castle. You follow me, Snow? Yep. I knew you'd understand. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Oh, why am I so tired? Hang on, I know you lot. Aren't you the troublemakers who scammed their way into the castle? Yep. I thought as much. We've been waiting for you to make another appearance. March this way. It's you, the famed fakers. I hope you'll enjoy playing dress-up in the dungeon. Thanks to your shameful shammery and flagrant flimflammery, Captain Rusty has... Get in there. Chop chop. King Somnus wants to grill you later to get to the bottom of why you would impersonate his son. Until then, you're going to sit there and think about what you've done. Oi, can you hear me? It's your new neighbour. Said you were faking all along. I knew there was something dodgy about you lot. But what I want to know is how they managed to catch you. Don't tell me you just gave yourselves up. I'm terribly sorry. I should never have locked you up. Please find it in your hearts to forgive me. When I told King Somnus that you were in custody, he screamed at me to bring you to him right away. I can't work out just what's going on. Who in the world are you? But there's no time for that. An audience with King Somnus awaits you. I apologise for my guard's incompetence. It was not my intention that you should be incarcerated here. I have heard the tale of how you disguised yourself as my son, and yes, I see now that the resemblance is striking. Uncanny, in fact. In my dreams, too, there was one who looked like you, one who saved me. I have summoned you here to humbly ask you to enlighten me. I want to know the truth. In my dreams, I was Murder. Then someone came before me, standing side by side with my queen. Was that really you? Yep. It was you. I knew it. Yet now you stand before me in the flesh. I no longer know where my dreams end and my reality begins. I remember that fateful day like it was yesterday. I was aboard our fleetest vessel. The time of the final battle with Murder was at hand. Then, without warning, I was enveloped in illusions, engulfed in confusion. How I returned to my castle, I do not know. But when I awoke, no, it is too terrible to recall. I had somehow become Murder. It was you who saved me from that nightmare. It is you to whom I owe everything. If it were not for your courage, I would still exist as Murder. And as Murder, I would still be inflicting untold pain and suffering on the residents of that dream world. I am sorry. I am still adjusting to this new reality. I must go outside to feel the cool breeze on my face. I have a request to make of you. Please come and see me outside. I shall never forget that night when my gravely injured husband was carried back to the castle. That night I had a terrifying dream. I saw the inhabitants of the dream world groaning under Murder's oppression, just as in our world. But in my dream I felt a most peculiar sensation when I gazed at Murder. I didn't understand it, but now I believe I may have sensed the anguish of my husband, helpless and trapped in that evil form. I felt myself being sucked into that dream world, deeper and deeper, so deep I could not escape. Why I became King Somnus in that world, I have not the faintest idea. The mystery still weighs on my mind. All I know is that with the mercy and the grace of the goddess, I am myself once more. And of course, I am forever indebted to you, Snow. I am puzzled. From all I've heard, it would appear that you are denizens of the dream world. But that simply cannot be the case. If you were from the dream world, I wouldn't be able to prod you like this and that. You see, you're as real as I am. You're indeed from this world, are you not? Nope. Well, you may say that, but my scholarly intuition says different. So, let me get this straight. The king says he was on a boat, then he turned into Mordor, then he, no. I don't get it. Thank you for joining me. My only concern now that I am awake is, well, I'm sure that you can guess. It is Mordor alone who occupies my thoughts. Thanks to your courage, he has been banished from the dream world. But in this world, he is very much alive and well, and his power is growing. If we do not strike soon, this world will fall into his clutches. This is the thought that haunts me. Yet there is no cause for despair. We still have time. I do, however, have one request to make of you. I would like you to go in my stead and do battle with Mordor. Blessed as you are with the ability to travel between worlds, you may be able to withstand Mordor's illusions and trickery. Will you take on the heavy burden of this mission? The entire kingdom of Somnia will stand beside you. Yep. I am delighted to hear it. I sense that you would not let me down. But I am afraid that we no longer have a ship capable of transporting our troops to the battlefield. Yet there is no cause for despair. Have you ever heard of the sacred village of Ghent? I don't think I have. Devoted to serving the goddess, the people of Ghent possess a sacred ship known as the Providence. Go to Ghent and show the authorities this royal missive I have prepared for you. They will be sure to give you free use of the Providence. The sacred village of Ghent lies in the mountains to the north of here. I have ordered the checkpoint that guards the path to the northern mountains be opened. I wish you goddesses speed. We have received the order to allow you to pass from King Somnus. Mind how you go. Welcome, pilgrims, to Ghent. The blessings of the goddess be upon you. If the winding path of destiny has brought you here, then surely it was meant to be. Didn't mean to do that. Gaze upon this sacred abode, for this is where our elder resides. A more holy man you will not meet. You can go in and have a poke around if you like. Just don't rearrange the furniture or anything. By the infinite and unknowable wisdom of the goddess, you have found your way here. You desire an audience with me, I take it? Yep. Now, patience is not a virtue that the goddess has granted me an infinite supply of. What precisely was it that you wanted? Snow hands the royal missive to the elder. Well, so thanks to the divine will of the goddess, King Somnus has awoken, and not before time. But no sooner does he awake than he requests that you be given free use of our sacred ship. This is no trifling demand. Is there not a perfectly good ship at the castle? I find this puzzling. As the goddess moves in mysterious ways, so too it seems does King Somnus. This request may have come directly from the king, but our people answer only to the goddess herself. I cannot lend you the ship. Please accept my apologies, but your journey has been in vain. Grandfather, I have returned. Nevin, you are back. How are your studies progressing? I often feel that I should be offering lessons to the teachers. That is as it should be. I have schooled you well, for the destiny that awaits you is no ordinary one. May I ask who these visitors are? They don't look much imbued with the spirit of the goddess. They brought a missive from King Somnus of Somnia, requesting use of our most sacred ship, the Providence. But surely you cannot countenance. But surely you cannot countenance allowing these vagabonds to treat the ship as their own. Do not fear, my child. I told them in no uncertain terms that the ship will not become their plaything. I take it then that you have no more business here. Do you think it would be rude to ask you to leave? Nevin, can you hear me? It is you who I seek. You must not send these visitors away, for your destiny lies with them. Together you must embark on a voyage to the Isle of Murdor aboard the Providence. Nevin, what is that, my child? What is it that afflicts you? It has been decided. We must allow our visitors free use of the Providence, and I must join them. But why? The sudden change of heart. It is not like you. A higher power made the decision, not I. The goddess deigned to speak to me. But wait, this can only mean that the visitors who stand before us are the heroes spoken of in legend. Indeed, that may be so, but it is impossible for us to know. All I know is that we must break the seal and return the Providence to the ocean. What will happen beyond that, only the goddess knows, but I must witness it with my own eyes. I must go. The goddess has spoken, and it is not in our power to ignore her divine voice when it calls. I cannot stand in your way. I have seen how your powers have grown, and I know the heavens have their own plans for you. Go, my child. It's time to break the seal. It is time for the Providence to set sail once more. Come, it is time for us to go. We must head to the shrine where the Providence awaits us. Blessed Niven, the chosen one, you have come. You say the seal must be broken and the Providence must take to the seas again? If you say it must be done, then so it must. Please proceed to the shrine. Come, it is time. Each and every day we tend to the ship, ensuring it remained seaworthy for when this day finally came. Once the seal is broken, the Providence will be lowered directly into the river below. Are you ready to break the seal and set sail? Yep. Very well. It is time for us to embark on our quest. Our destinies are entwined. Niven closes his eyes and begins to pray. O Goddess, since ancient times the people of Ghent have served as your most faithful vassals. Now that I break the sacred seal of the Providence, I pray that you will gift us wind in our sails. Devota, Mersu, Votaro, Instia, Tor. O Goddess, hear my prayer. We've arrived at the Isle of Murdor. Shall we get going then? Hold on. I think I better stay here. What? You came all this way just to quit now? Now, there's no need to force her. Besides, it's best that someone remains with the ship. Ashlyn, keep watch over the Providence for us, okay? You got it. Sorry to drop out like this. Oh, by the way, do you want me to put my gear in the bag for you? Nah. Okay, I'll keep all my stuff then. Place is dead-eye. But if there's another ship here, that means somebody else besides us must have made it to the island. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Why do they have to have spells like that? This is uncanny. There is something sacred about this place. I sense the goddess is watching over us. We must rest here tonight, under her watchful and most merciful gaze. Trouble sleeping? Yep. It's only natural. The time is almost at hand after all. Now, where did he get to? He went to check the path ahead, but that was some time ago. Ahoy! Are you three done sawing logs? I was out scouting. Ain't no doubt about it. This is definitely the place, but... But what? You look somewhat puzzled. What is it? I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that we've been down this road before. No point fretting over it, though. You get enough rest? It's high time we shove off. He's right. We've nothing to gain from dallying here. With the grace of the goddess, we have travelled far to get here. Now our goal is in sight. We must press on. Let's do this, Snow. The dread fiend ain't gonna defeat himself. The fate of the world rests on this battle. If we can emerge victorious, peace will be restored. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Come, Snow, we must go. You seem troubled. Are you too haunted by the memories of this place? Yep. It is puzzling, but perhaps this is not our place to understand. Only the goddess knows the truth. Well, we'd better go. Our destiny awaits us. Myrtles keeps a weight at the bottom of this precipice, but how do we descend safely? I know I've been here before. Maybe it's deja vu, my imagination. I'm through with thinking. I got more important stuff to worry about right now. The final leg of our journey awaits us. If the legends are true, all that remains is to play this ocarina. Yes, just like before. Well, here goes nothing. Seems we've no other choice but to keep moving forward. Lead the way, Snow. Avast! What's the matter with this door? It's the only one in the joint with no keyhole. I smell a trick eye. Maybe we gotta beat Murder in order to break the illusion. Just saying. Only the goddess knows what perils lie ahead. For our protection, I'll place a sacred barrier here. The man closes his eyes and mouths a silent prayer. There. Now, whatever may befall us, we will always be able to return to this location. Huh? What's that? Snow! A vast snow! You gotta see this! It looks like me. Is he dead? He sure ain't moving. No, he ain't dead. Just sleeping like the dead. But why is there a double of me in this joint, here of all places? Wait, huh? What's happening to... What's going on here? Crikey, hold on. It's all flooding back to me. Name's Carver. I'm a carpenter's son from Port Haven. Best in the business, too. Anyway, that dreary town wasn't really floating my boat, so I left home. And that's when I fell in with Snow. We came here to face Murder, to show him what for and everything like that. But as you hardly need reminding, Murder clobbered us and turned us to stone. My spirit got ejected straight to the dream world. I became what I always was in my dreams, a roaming warrior with a nose for adventure. Listen to me rambling on about my life and times. I'm sure you've got the gist. Now that I've got my Now that I've got my trusty old body back, I feel all my strength flowing back to me. Listen, Snow, I can see why you don't want to think on yourself as just a figure from the dream world. I know it ain't easy to accept that at some point the person you think you are is gonna disappear and everything like that. But don't worry, I may have returned to my real self, but I still remember all the stuff you and me have been through together. You know what that means, right? It means my dream self hasn't disappeared after all. It's still part of me. You need to find your real body here in the real world too. You've got nothing to fear. Hey, we can continue this chat later. We've got a certain dread fiend to deal with first. Come on, let's shove off. Snow, wait. Murder awaits us beyond this door. I can feel it. We must keep our wits about us. I have heard it said that Murder does not hesitate to use the darkest and most deceptive arts. He can fight as dark and dirty as he likes. Things ain't gonna be the way they did last time. Things ain't gonna be the way... Blech. He can fight as dark and dirty as he likes. Things ain't gonna go the way they did last time, believe you me. So we stand here once more. All our steps have led us to the same place. It does indeed seem that since that dark day we've been trapped inside one long dream. But all we've experienced in the dream world has served to make us stronger. Of that I'm sure. It is time. Not again. This happened last time. No. Oh, we must stop meeting like this. You're persistent, I'll give you that. Such persistence deserves a monument. Stone should do the trick, don't you think? Blah. Snow, what happened? What a fine brother you are, Snow, scaring me like that. Say, Snow, would you mind coming here for a moment? Pretty mirror, you betcha. You had this with you earlier. It's the weirdest thing, though. My reflection in the mirror just seems so unhappy. You want to take a look, Snow? Yep. Snow gazes over Tania's shoulder into the depths of Ra's mirror. You have Ra's mirror, do you? Upon further reflection, I suppose the same trick just won't do. You clearly will not stay banished to the dream realm, so I'll just have to deal with you for real. How unfortunate for you. I'm much more powerful in reality than I ever was inside a dream. Are you ready for eternal sleep? This is a nightmare from which you shall not awaken. How can this be? I am Murder, not some cheap conjurer. These fools really hope to overpower me. I'm through playing games with you. Wake up and realize your wealth belongs to me. Come, you have yet to witness true terror. It is time to end this. I love one hit kill. This cannot be. From out of nowhere, a strange voice emanates throughout the room. You have fought with courage and conviction, Snow. The world is now free of Murder's menace forever. Go forth. There are many who await your return. So, Murder has indeed been defeated at last. I had scarcely dared to dream of this day, I must applaud you on your magnificent efforts. Surely the time for peace has returned, and we owe it all to your hard work. On behalf of this kingdom, nay, on behalf of this entire world, I offer you my sincerest thanks. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. It's nothing much, but, well, here, have a look. Okay. I have every confidence that we can continue to rely on you and your companions to spare no effort for the sake of this world and its people. Well, I'm spent. That's all I have to say. However, it seems my wife Apnea would like to have a word with you in private, Snow. If the rest of you would be so kind as to take your leave. We'll be waiting for you downstairs. Well, that's it. See you later, Snow. Come a little closer, Snow. I'd like to get a better look at your face. Yes, there can be no doubt. It really is you, Prince Snow. My, haven't you grown? But even as I utter these words, you probably have no idea of what I speak. But rest assured, a mother knows. You are our son. Well, to be more precise, you're a part of our son's dream. That is probably why you seem somewhat different from the Snow we know. Still, if this is the case, then your real self is to be found somewhere in this world. That was true for your friend Carver, was it not? I'm truly sorry, Snow. I didn't want to bring this up on such a joyous day. But if Murder has been defeated and the world is finally peaceful again, then why has your true self not yet returned? I can't stop thinking about it. Snow, I beg of you, the real you is out there somewhere in this world. Seek him out, please. Your current existence is incomplete. We eagerly await the day you can return to us as the real Snow. You done with your little chat, Snow? Ashlyn's waiting for us in the wagon. Come on, let's shove off. And I'll stop here for now. After murdering Murder twice.